Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Overwatch Weekly. Uh, got a decent amount of stuff to talk about this week. A lot of it is Overwatch League related because we are getting to the end of the season, so a lot of stuff has been going on for the Overwatch League. The first story has to do with this upcoming week of the Overwatch League. It is the final week of the regular season of the 2019 season, and it is the LA Valiant's Kit Kat Rivalry weekend. It will, of course, be taking place in Los Angeles at the Novo at LA Live. There are 8 matches. The first match will be the Atlanta Reign versus Dallas Fuel. That'll be this Saturday at approximately 2 p.m. Pacific. So, of course, you can manage to base it on your time zone if you are not aware of what that is. Second match will be the Boston Uprising versus New York Excelsior, Saturday at 3:45 Pacific. San Francisco Shock will take on the Vancouver Titans, Saturday at 5:30 Pacific. And to close out Saturday, we have the battle for LA, the LA Gladiators versus the LA Valiant, Saturday at 7:15 p.m. Pacific. Moving on to Sunday, first match is the Hangzhou Spark versus the Shanghai Dragons. That'll be Sunday at noon Pacific. Then the Atlanta Reign will take on the Boston Uprising Sunday at 1:45 Pacific. New York Excelsior will take on the Vancouver Titans Sunday at 3:30 Pacific. And the week will end with the San Francisco Shock taking on the LA Valiant Sunday at 5:15 Pacific. All of those times are, of course, approximated. Now, it's a huge week for the Overwatch League. There's a ton of teams that really, really, really need to get some wins this week if they want to have their playoff chances really, really, really either improved or even just make the playoffs. The LA Valiant need to win one of their 2 matches to make the playoffs, but they have to play 2 top 5 teams in the San Francisco Shock and the LA Gladiators. It's a huge week for them if they want to even make the top 12, so it's going to be a really big match there. The Atlanta Reign are also really hoping the LA Valiant win, because if the LA Valiant beat the LA Gladiators and win both of their matches, the Atlanta Reign will move to the number 5 seed in the playoffs, which would be a huge boost for them as well, in hoping for them to make a run to the grand finals in Philadelphia. So it's a huge weekend of Overwatch. It's the final weekend of the regular season. I'm really excited for it. It's going to be some really great matches. I hope you are all also excited for it. And yeah, it'll of course be on the Overwatch League Twitch account, and I believe some of them will also be on TV. I don't know if it's ESPN2 or ABC. I can double check right here, right now, and let you know exactly what it'll be on, if it'll be on TV. It looks like none of them will actually be on TV, so, but it's a big weekend, and there's of course some stuff you can do if you are there in person, but if you want to check all that stuff out, you can check that out in the post as well. But some very interesting thing is that before the pros hit the stage for the final matches of the 2019 regular season, Funhouse will face off against Achievement Hunter in an exhibition 1v1 co-op charity battle at 11 a.m. Pacific on Sunday. So there's some really good stuff going on this weekend for the Overwatch League, so check it out in the description down below to see everything that's going on. The next story has to do with the 2020 Overwatch League season, and it is that the 2020 Overwatch League schedule has been released. Now, of course, I'm not going to go through the whole schedule here because that would be crazy. There's a lot of matches, but to kick it off, they have a group of the schedule. They don't have the whole schedule here, but they have some of them, which is really nice. So, if you want to see the full schedule for your team, or just the full schedule in general, the link is in the description to view the Overwatch League news article about it. But as I say here, we recently shared some high-level details about what next season will look like for the Overwatch League, and today we're excited to share the 2020 schedule, so you can start planning your weekends, your time off, your vacations, your road trips, and your viewing parties. With matches in 19 cities around the world, there will be many chances to join us for a match in 2020. Here's just a taste of some great opportunities to see the best Overwatch players in the world. So, grab your friends and kick off the season in New York on February 8th. So New York is where the season will kick off. It is a match between the New York Excelsior and the London Spitfire. I don't think, and then those matches are all teams in the Atlantic North. There's also matches in Dallas that day. So there's 2 different cities that have matches that day. Take your loved one on a Valentine's Day date in Shanghai, then catch some matches the next day on the Dragons' home turf. Ever wanted to see Seoul in winter? Head to the heart of esports in early March for the Dynasty's first home games. Don't put off that dream Paris vacation any longer. Book it to coincide with the Eternals' first home matches on April 11th. Cheer on San Francisco versus Washington on the 4th of July in Vancouver. Okay, check your birthday weeks and your friends' birthday weeks all the way up to the end of the regular season on August 9th, 2020. So it's interesting that the season ends August 9th when there's only 2 days per week for battles, but of course there's no stages, so there are battles every week. I don't really know how the meta changes will happen. I don't know how they'll institute new patches and whatnot, but the season will begin February 8th and will end on August 9th. Mark your calendars now. 2020 tickets go on sale Wednesday, August 28th on OverwatchLeague.com. That's next week. And stay tuned to your favorite team social media accounts for announcements about where their new homes will be. It will be your new home too. In the meantime, join us at Blizzard Arena, home to the play-in tournament and all the season playoffs up until the grand finals in Philadelphia. And as I said, the 2020 tickets go on sale Wednesday, August 28th, but the tickets will go on sale in China and Korea at a later date. So if you want to check out the schedule, like I said, link is in the description down below. I'm really hoping I will be able to get to some matches next season somewhere, depending on my schedule and where matches actually are. Hopefully I will be able to get to a New York Excelsior match sometime, maybe see some LA Valiant matches here and there. That'd be really nice, but we'll see what happens. Moving on to the final Overwatch League story of the week, we have information about the new Flying Ace Winston legendary skin that is a skin for the London Spitfire Championship last year. Now, obviously, as you know, we have the MVP Jonak skin that was released a couple of months ago. Now we have one that is specifically a London Spitfire skin, and you should be seeing the video of the skin playing right now. It's a really nice skin. I really like it. There's obviously a bunch of stuff that they have on this article, but it's just them kind of talking about them showing it off to the London Spitfire team. But it's a really cool skin. I really like it. I'm not a London Spitfire fan, but I definitely want this skin because I think it looks really nice. I like his little mustache and his glasses, and it's a cute little face there, and the skin's really cool. The star is really nice on like the arm thing that represents the fact that they won the championship. You have the date of the championship win on the cannon, Tesla cannon. It's a really nice skin. I'm a big fan of it. I will be picking that up on August 29th when it is made available, and it is available through September 16th. I don't believe they have said how many tokens it'll be yet, but I imagine it'll be the same amount as the Jonak skin, which I believe is 100. So that is what I would expect from that one. Final story comes to us from Dexerto.com, and this comes from August 20th. Blizzard bans over 1,600 South Korean Overwatch players for account sharing in Season 17. Now, if you don't know, boosting, when you play on someone else's account to boost your SR, and account sharing are actually illegal in South Korea and actually can land you in jail, which is most likely why Blizzard is taking such a hardline stance against people who are doing it in South Korea. And as you know, also, South Korea produces probably the most Overwatch League players, or just esports pros in general per capita, than literally any other country in the world. So it's a huge part of the culture there. So it's no surprise that they would ban a bunch of players. But Blizzard likes to name and shame the accounts they banned in Korea, and on August 18th, they posted a list of over 1,600 users that had been banned for either account sharing or boosting. According to Overwatch insider Neri, who posted the news on Twitter, the company suspended a total of 1,618 accounts for account sharing during competitive Season 17, and a representative from Blizzard tagged every account that was banned in Season 17 in the post on the official Korean Overwatch forum, just like they've done for mass bans in the past. representative wrote that, quote, Blizzard Entertainment is committed to creating a fair and positive game environment for our players, end quote, before listing the usernames of banned accounts and the reason for the ban. Blizzard's end-user license agreement states that players, quote, cannot share the account or the login information with anyone, end quote, and notes that players are fully responsible for any activity that breaks the rules on their accounts. It's not clear if all of the suspensions are permanent, though, as Blizzard only specified which accounts were banned and for what reason. They didn't list the punishment in the post. Now, this is not the biggest ban wave that they've ever done. Back in January of 2018, they banned over 22,000 South Korean accounts for cheating, boosting, and account sharing. And so this is just kind of a next step, but definitely not the biggest one they've ever done. And some things to consider based on a little, rules thing about it. Blizzard allows Smurfs and duoing in Overwatch. That won't be affected. This law isn't applied retroactively as the past offenders are not affected. And of course, if you don't live in South Korea, this doesn't apply to you. So you'll be fine. And of course, this says if you're planning on boosting on Korean servers, you might want to think twice about that because you may get arrested for doing it. So this is something very interesting. I'm really, really in favor of banning players who are doing stuff like that. I think jail time seems a bit harsh of a punishment for it, but obviously it's a huge part of South Korean culture, so it makes sense why they would have that be a part of their laws. But that is the last story I have for you this week, and that is the story. So, if you enjoyed, consider liking and subscribing down below. It really helps out a lot. Of course, comment down below as well if you have anything to say. If you want to discuss any of the stories we talked about today, any matches you're excited to go to in the 2020 season, your thoughts on Korea banning over 1,600 players for cheating, the fact that they have laws that make it illegal and also have laws that will send people to jail for doing it. Pretty interesting to me, but I would love to hear what you guys have to say and what you guys think about all this stuff. So I would love to hear from you down below, but I'm going to get out of here. So thank you once again for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.